the announcement cut through the hospital lobby like a whip. "You're fired, Dr. Diana. Leave your coat and badge on the desk." Director Whitman's shout echoed off the marble walls, turning dozens of heads. Diana Santos, 38, never imagined her 10 years of service as head nurse would end like this, escorted out by security like a criminal in front of patients and colleagues. Yet her dark eyes stayed calm, almost unreadable, as Whitman continued his tirade. Serious violation of protocol, unauthorized treatment, wasting hospital resources. People like you need to learn your place. She had heard those words before. The whispers, the denied promotions, the hostile glances in hallways, but Diana had never let them sway her judgment. She straightened her back, calmly removing her white coat. "I saved a man's life last night. A man who arrived here bleeding, unconscious, with no identification or insurance, no credit card, no insurance." Whitman slammed his hand on the desk. "And you wasted valuable resources on some indigent." The memory of last night flashed sharply. 11 p.m., the doors had swung open to a man collapsing on the floor, covered in blood and mud. "Please, help," he had whispered before losing consciousness. The night receptionist, Patricia, had been glued to her phone. "No insurance, no treatment," she muttered. But Diana didn't hesitate. Weak pulse, irregular breathing, possible head trauma. Every second counted. "Call Dr. Martinez. Prepare emergency room 3, she ordered, already starting first aid. Back in the lobby, security guard Johnson looked away, embarrassed. Diana handed over her badge. "You'll regret this, Whitman," she said, voice calm. "One day you'll understand I saved more than a life." The next morning, the riverside sun burned as Diana sat at her modest kitchen table, processing the humiliation. 3 missed calls flashed on her phone from an unknown number. She answered the 4th. "Dr. Diana Santos, this is Thomas Reynolds, corporate lawyer. We need to talk about the patient you treated last night." Diana froze. "A lawsuit? I was just doing my job." "On the contrary," Reynolds said, urgency in his voice. "Your actions have consequences far beyond what you can imagine. Can we meet in an hour?" Downtown, Diana entered a busy coffee shop. Reynolds, impeccably dressed, waved from a corner. He slid a tablet toward her. The man she had saved, Vincent Montenegro, CEO of one of America's largest healthcare corporations, appeared on screen. Yesterday, he had been disguised as a beggar, hiking alone when the accident occurred. Meanwhile, back at Santa Clara Hospital, Whitman reveled in his power. "Diana Santos has been fired," he announced to staff, enjoying the applause of complicit colleagues. What he didn't know was that behind the scenes, a quiet, meticulous investigation had already begun. Security footage, internal emails, patient logs, all were being accessed. Montenegro was furious, not with Diana, but with the hospital. Over the next few days, he coordinated a full-scale investigation. Evidence piled up, systematic discrimination, embezzlement, and cover-up spanning years. Meanwhile, Diana faced cruel messages online, but allies emerged. Johnson sent her recordings proving Whitman's intent, and lawyers prepared a legal strike. At a charity gala, Whitman toasted investors. "Santa Clara is thriving. Problem employees removed." He didn't notice a lapel camera transmitting every word to Montenegro's team. Seconds later, the gala screens were hacked. The words, the spreadsheets, the recordings, everything Whitman thought was secret, played for all to see. "My name is Vincent Montenegro," his voice rang out. "On the 15th, I was refused admission here. Dr. Diana Santos risked everything to save my life." The hall fell silent. Federal agents blocked exits. Deputy Harrison approached. "Thomas Whitman, you are under arrest for fraud, discrimination, and embezzlement." Diana entered, calm and composed, accompanied by Montenegro and a team of lawyers. "No, Whitman, you planned this. I just documented it." Montenegro smiled. "Our first order, universal health care inspired by Dr. Santos." Months later, the old hospital reopened as the Diana Santos Health Center, a model of compassion and universal care. Formerly discriminated employees returned, empowered. Anonymous donations poured in. Diana's model expanded nationwide. Whitman, meanwhile, faced 15 years in prison for crimes that cost lives and careers. On the reopening stage, Diana addressed the crowd. "When I was fired, I thought it was the end. But sometimes the universe removes us from the wrong place to put us exactly where we belong. Spotlights now illuminate